Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading to the colony section yet again for the next LPAC from LOLs. That's right, it is LPAC Simulated. The fight against the humans in a large-scale island-hopping campaign. Is it even real? Who cares? That's right, who does care? Not I, says I. I don't care if it's real or not. I'm just having a ball. So, there we go. Adalog, this is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill and the story ends. You wake up in your bed and you believe whatever you want to believe. You take the purple pill. You stay in Creeper World. And I'll show you all the atrocities you will be able to commit. Remember, all I'm offering is the destruction of an entire race. Nothing more. Airships use lift tech. My favorite change in the game. Berthas use anti-creeper. Awesome to see. Very, very cool. And don't forget to mesh the void to cross gaps. I think that might be a quick tip. There we go. For someone in particular, bam! Some bamming individual. So here we go. They're highly defended in the top right corner. We are starting in the bottom left corner with an emitter that is doing 0.4 seconds. That's right, it is a faster emitter than usual, 20% better to be exact. Much, much gooder. And yeah, we got a spore launcher, we got a blob's nest, we got some skims over here somewhere. I don't know where, there, skimmers. We got an air sac attack, and we have another emitter. Now this emitter does 0, but it's the same interval, so it's not even faster. So I guess it's just if you want creep spawning from different locations, not really necessary. That being said, let's put our first point over here. They have air launch pads over multiple areas. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Airstrips, I guess. And yeah, we have one here, one here, one here, and one in base. Our goal will be to destroy the outer edges as fast as possible. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. That being said, first set is to just take over home island. We will want to mesh some mesh and mesh. So let's get our mesh plan on and already start meshing, right? We want to just keep things going. One thing to note is the Berthas, while they do use AC, as you can see, look at that AC flowing into the Bertha. Beautiful. While they use AC, they also will be hitting harder. So sort of like a double-edged sword. They use AC, which is great, but they hit harder, which is poor. You know, it happens. Ooh, look at that. I mean, look at that destruction. It just completely decimated us, which is fine. You know, I mean, we're not going to be hit by a Bertha every second or anything like that. It's just when it hits hard, and the start is always, you know, the worst because, you know, we're very babby at the moment. But hey, our mesh is expanding. You know, we're basically almost able to cut this guy off. We're getting to this mortar, and you know, things are progressing. It's going to be a little bit of a slow start. I do want to get to this island as soon as possible. That being said, at the same time, it really doesn't matter. We got time. We're going to need to upgrade this bad boy quite a bit to produce the creep we need. And speaking of time, I don't want to waste all the time in the world. Let's turn it into 2x speed. That'll be a little bit better, right? Just a wee bit better. So I'm pretty okay with that. Keep our mesh flowing. And of course, mesh around your breeder zones. That way, once they breed, it goes straight into the mesh. It's kind of a beautiful, beautiful thing. Unfortunately, this little area right there, we can't mesh around. Or we can't mesh through. We have to mesh around. It's always an awkward moment when you're getting to, like, mineable zones. That it's like, oh, we gotta mesh around it now? Ooh, gross. Could be using eggs to get rid of a mortar. It's not, you know, it's not bad. Probably should have, actually, because now they actually have a decent bit of defense, but again, I'm not super worried at the moment. We're still just getting our creep together. You know, we're building up our supplies. We're getting shot down by the Berthas from time and again. But as you can see, we're still making progress. I want to save my eggs. We're going to need loads of eggs for the void. The void is going to be, honestly, our biggest challenge. Not because, like right here, if we make a pathway over here, of course we're going to want to make a pathway, right? But you don't want to make just a tiny little bitty thin pathway. So you need a fair bit of eggs to make a nice wide pathway with no gaps in it and things. Meshing in the void is definitely, it definitely has some painting aspects to it. It's quite nice though. Again, we'll get there. Oh, look at that go. Blam! Oh, big chunks out of our creep. But thankfully, we are producing quite a bit now. Thankfully, that actually hit the same spot. I'm glad it didn't hit over here, because it was still... Yeah, it was still in recovery, and if that's recovering, it's actually just better for us, which is very, very good. We're just going to keep these upgrades coming, and we're going to get close to this. I mean, realistically, once we break through this dies. Not even really worried about egging it until we sort of start breaking through. We could go straight for the island, but I don't really care about the island right now. It really isn't going to gain us anything by taking this island, other than, I guess, destroying a Bertha, right? We destroy a Bertha. Nice. That's about it. That's about it, it feels. So, gain-wise, I don't really see too much there. I think I'm going to spread this a little bit more, just so it flows a little. Like, as you produce more, it sort of, like, expands out of the emitter more, so I want whatever is expanding out to be in mesh. Now, I do want to break through this. So breaking through this, I think, is our first major goal. How do we want to do that? Oh, I just passed this. Had I thought about that a minute ago, we could have like gone along the edge, had this breeding for us and stuff like that. That would have been pretty nice. Although the creep itself is managing. The creep is just pushing forward, which is kind of nice. I am going to make it a little bit thicker, yeah. The wider it is, the easier it flows. So we definitely want some wide creep, some wide mesh for this flowing path. Oh gosh, I was about to drop eggs to push into this, and it literally is just like, yeah, we're good. Don't even need them. Completely handled. So yeah, again, see, I was literally about to drop eggs, and the creep just did it itself. You know, no problems. Now we will probably need some eggs for this, because, you know, there's already plates here, right? So let's just drop a couple. See what happens. There we go. No more runway. No more planes. Everyone's having a good day. I actually destroyed quite a few of them too, which is actually nice, because then they don't have to wait. We don't have to waste our time waiting for them to get their ammo back. So big ol' fan of that. So now it comes down to what's the plan for the map, right? We are obviously in a map, and it has all of these lovely islands. So we have the urn port down here. That would actually be kind of nice to take out. Once you take out an urn port, it's just gone forever. So that would be nice. I would not mind that. That being said, I do want factory controlled, right? The factory controls shields, it controls airships, it controls missiles, it controls Berthas. Basically, everything that you can do, that you want to do, is controlled by the factory. It's the most important unit or building in the game, I think. If you can control the factory, you can control it. Now, against this AI, in the past, if you destroy the factory, it just gets rebuilt, right? So, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just destroy the factory. Now, a very, very clever idea is there's 2 red-on supplies being delivered over here. Now, these 2 red-on supplies are... being fed to over here to keep MRIFT production up, which is very smart. Very, very smart. That being said, we're gonna try and get around that a little bit. I want to take this island, quote unquote, out without destroying the factory. It's not gonna be easy, but I think we can do it, and it's gonna be interesting. We are gonna come in from this side and get some creep on the island, but then we're gonna turn it off. We don't want too much creep on the island, right? We don't want to take over the island. We just want enough. We are going to try and cut off this side so they can't just gain power. So basically, we're going to try and surround this and creep, put a little bit on it, and then destroy the MRFs on it. That's kind of the goal. Kind of the goal. So... that's the plan. Here we have it. Let's just watch what our creep is doing. As you can see, I mean, just the entire main island. It's going. It's feeling pretty good. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. just have a little bit of waiting to go. Oh, jeez. 3 upgrades. Oh. You know, when you're on the wrong tab, you just don't see it. And again, we could egg over here, but again, I'm going to save my eggs. We have a lot of plans for eggs for this. This is where we're going to try and abuse our eggs. Plus, I am going to want to take this out. Actually, we can take that out very, very soon. Do you want to take that out? I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to take it. There's no real problem. I don't care about this island yet. I mean, eventually. But for now, we don't. We do have blobs. Blobs are nice. But look at what just happens to them, right? I think there's these snipers over here will just take out most of the blobs. I'm not super keen on dumping my points into blobs right now. We really need creep and lots of it. So let's start planning our void, our meshing zone, right? So like I said, we are going to need a lot of creep here. So we are going to want something to... Don't be screen shaking me. Don't be screen shaking me, that's fine. It is my fault for doing it that August. Something like this. This is the start, and we'll see how it looks after the fact. So, this actually should start popping very, very soon, oddly enough. Because the creep is just, I mean, look at what it's doing. It's doing the best. It's doing its best life. Blood it on. Get your butt up there, creep. This MRF doesn't actually matter. They have an MRF down here. Again, we could egg it. We could do anything we want, but again, this really isn't disrupting us. I guess we should go down below to get this as well. Probably should do that. Oh, actually, I thought they were connected over here. Good to know. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is important. Gotta slow it down. This is like the biggest importante part, right? We want as much mesh in the void connecting to land. The key is that connects to land as well. Looks pretty decent. Looks pretty okay. Could be better, but not too bad. So we're gonna try one here, we're gonna try one here, one here, and one. Again, just keeping it spread. Mesh, 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 mesh. Ooh. Okay. That's, you know what? With just this one, I want that spot covered too. We should be good. Beautiful. I think this is actually quite nice. Is that connected? Doesn't quite look like it, right? That looks like a void right there. So let's put one more there. Connect it on up. Get everything good. Get a nice surround everywhere. Yes, that's going to be perfect for us. So now we're going to connect this up. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And yeah, the mesh will... Ooh, I can turn back to 2 times speed. So now this, you're going to see this flood. Now, this is the main reason I wanted a nice big area of mesh. Because when it's a nice big area, it can actually cross the void rather quickly. If it's a very small area, it takes forever to cross the void. So, oh wow, look at that spike. Just that lone spike. So it's a lot of mesh, but we'll actually see the creep really spill in. If it's a tight zone, like we'll see it over here, it takes a lot longer to sort of cross the mesh, one. And two, it loses its height. So while this might be height, I don't know, what's this, like 20s? In like 25, 26? This might get down to like height 7 because it's so thin. So we want the great wall of creep coming over. And it looks like we kind of got it. I mean, look at that. Look at the flow that we have there. That is beautiful. Look at this assault. That is everything we wanted to see. Let's just add more creep. Actually, probably should do blobs. Should have done blobs, but hey, you know what? This creep flow is looking good. Look at their defenses. Like, they should be able to hold this off. Like, if it was a very thin path, this would have held this off no problem for days. And we already made it to the shields. Like, we just came in, guns blazing, creep blazing, and we're... Look at this. We're actually destroying... Speaking of destroying airfields, we want to destroy this other airfield, don't we? So that is next on the hit list. Now, destroying this airfield, again, we're going to be crossing some creep. So I'm going to do essentially the same thing, right? I want loads of creep in the void. Maybe I'm going to toss one like right there just to sort of distract them. And then we are going to need, I don't know, let's get top. I want them in like all surrounding it. We're gonna grab you, destroy, because you're earned. That's the only reason I'm destroying a unit, because it's earned, and earned units can really just go away, maybe we'll toss one by the M-Rift. Don't really care about the M-Rift, but it's not gonna hurt, so to speak. It's not a goal again. Just mesh. Yeah, all the connection points between the islands. That's the key. Over here, most of the creep is gone. Look at how fast they destroyed that frickin' creep, right? So... Oh my. Oh my. There. Perfect. Oh, we got pretty decent island connection. Again, the thicker, the gooder. Actually, that's pretty good, right? That's a nice girthy bit. We'll even almost connect it. We'll sort of go around this. We'll do this. We're not going to connect it up because we are focusing on another area, but we now have this connection. It's established. It will be used eventually. And the shields have fallen. Yeah, or the walls, I guess. So we're just making our way across 2 islands very, very nicely. I did say we were going to do some blobs. Let's get them to like 10, 9. But look at the difference. See how when this goes through a tight path, it's actually thinner? Where this is actually like bipping at the bottom quite a lot. Let's just take it. It's some AC. You can handle it, Mesh. I believe in you. Look at the difference too. That's like not even denting our emitter. It's kind of hilarious. Let's just mesh right in the center. All we care about. And yeah, we're going to take out this island. We are going to go for this island and this island next. And then we'll come over here. What are you doing? I mean, hero cannon alert. Coming over to try and save this area. There's no power. Never going to be any power. But wants to give it a go. Oddly enough, one thing that's actually kind of funny is now that we've taken out that emerald, the creep is overflowing there. We're actually going to do... We have 2 options. One, I can connect this up with mesh and make a straight line. I'm going to avoid that. There is enough creep here, plus that is there. It's dead. No more. Don't need it. I don't want creep going over there if it doesn't have to. If I had walls, I would wall so much. Oh my gosh. Walls in LPACs. Yes, please. Holy walls. Oh my gosh, if you got like walls like one every like 5 seconds or so, like you got them very, very quick. Those were some eggs. That was actually kind of nice. So we are gonna assault this for sure. And again, see how like I've been pretty good with using my eggs or saving my eggs, but we only have 33, which sounds like a lot, but we're kind of using them pretty good, right? Making these mesh pathways does take quite a lot in terms of the eggitudes required. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect over here. We're gonna connect over here, so we have like double connection. Not quite deep enough to make like a good connection, so not worth it. Not worth it. This is just being taken over though, which is perfect. Again, this is just pushing all the way to the end, which is more perfect. Push through the shields, get that breeding zone. I guess we want to get this breeding zone too, so I guess we're just meshing with this entire thing. I don't really like it, but I wanted to go through the center, and there's a breeding zone on either side. Can't be helped in this regard. These planes should be... Wait, are they going back to base? Where are they going? I know, they're just flying away. Run out of ammo, please. That's all we care about at the moment. And air sacs. So our air sac does have one upgrade point in it. I'm okay with that for now. Yeah, for now. Yeah, let's get one more upgrade. Get it to 4. Let's just 3. 3 air sacs. That sounds even a little bit better. And there we go. This island has fallen. Again, this island is basically fallen. I'm actually surprised it's holding on. But we are taking the AC breeder there, which is basically the final straw. So let's plan our next great assault. So our next great assault will be this island. So again, much like before, we want to make a very, very, very strong and girthy mesh pathway. That's the key that we have. If you make a weak one, you just can't get it good. So beautiful. Get our mesh on. Get our mesh on. Nice and wide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we'll just connect this up. And that will be our first assault point, and we'll have a second assault point over from this side. So we're sort of coming in from both angles, surrounding this island. It'll be pretty good. We'll probably do the same over here, just for the sake of why not. And this can even come up here. Perfect. So this will start assaulting this island, slowly but steadily, which is good. We will have to keep an eye on it, because, again, we don't want too much creep on this island. But you can see it's already going. It's already going. So the creep is a happening. See, look at it. See how, because it's so wide, we're able to really push it. We aren't going to be meshing, so, and this is a very topsy-turvy area, so I am doing some of that. This is taken up, which is very, very nice. You waste your ammo, sir. You do that. Because it's so girthy over here, we're able to take out the shield, which is grand. Push all the way over. Oh, so this is... It's going pretty okay. You know, is it the fastest way to do this map? Probably not. But I enjoy it as it is. So I want like that. I'm actually going to X-mesh over here. I kind of caused a problem for myself. Beautiful, beautiful. I kind of overdid it with eggs there. I wanted to overdo it with eggs because there's a lot of mortars here, and I'd rather make sure that we have that connection. And this will be really good, because it makes another pathway from the main island to connect up to over here, just for speed of things, right? So now we're kind of assaulting this island, right? This island is being assaulted, but as you can see, it's being assaulted from just a tiny, tiny little strip, which is very easy to control, right? Now we see this island, 2 girthy strips. Much better. Much better for this, right? So it's looking dire already on this side. Yeah, it's not looking so good, if you ask me. Now we're at 41 eggs again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess just 1 for you. So again, we're just gonna mesh up the void, connect it up, make sure it's connected, make sure it's connected on the other side, and that should be another island. What's also nice is it is taking out some of the things in space, which is good. Again, see, look, this island, there's only a few units here, and they're able to hold off this, which is fine. Which is fine. Again, we're just sort of using this as a distraction. It was just a distraction. And our ultimate goal will be this emerald. Now, that being said, that emerald will have to fall after we take this out, because we don't want them to have an actual connection, right? So that's why I want to take this out, and I want to take this out. I do want to take this island out, but again, creep-wise, I'm feeling pretty okay. Again, let's just get more creep in the zone. Oh, some good egg over here, so let's do something. And I guess we want to mesh into these shields. Alright, get the mesh into the shields. As is tradition, meshing into the shields does work. And look at this connection. This connection actually was perfect. Now the question is, are we going to be able to get into that shield? I think we're getting there. See how there's little dots here? That's the problem. You don't want to see these. That's the problem. But it's okay. It's okay. Get the shield on. This should run out of ammo eventually. Thankfully, this mesh is still very, very nice. We're assaulting on a lot of fronts, so I think we are not necessarily confusing the AI, but definitely putting a lot of pressure on it in a lot of places, which is also very, very good for us. I probably could do this a minute, yes? Maybe? I don't know about that. I just want to see if my plan is going to work. This is very exciting. I love these little wonky things that you can sometimes do. I really want to get this up. This island, almost completely gone. Very, very good. Just a couple of shields left, basically. You know what? This island is annoying. Let's just do something like that, right? Get rid of a couple of the units that are just bogging us down. There we go. And that should clean it. We got rocks for it. Honestly, I'm very bad at my rock. Oh, I shouldn't have used my rocks. What am I doing? I need the rocks for the emeralds. That's always the goal, is rocking emeralds. Rocking an earned cannon over there. Yes, please. That earned cannon is probably the reason they were holding on so well over here. Though again, we have to watch, make sure there isn't too much creep on that. But boom. Beautiful, and just mesh on. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Again, we are going to do some mesh crossing, so we're going to do maybe this. Fill it in as fast as possible. Let it spread out, get a nice, girthy mesh bridge across. And that's what we want to see. Perfect. So, how are we looking on this side? How is the M-Rift situation? It looks like... How is their red-on situation? They have a lot of red-on, which is good for them. They have one M-Rift. They'll be able to build another one. For sure. Maybe two. The key now is to basically take out this island enough that we can take out the M-Rifts, cut out the creep, have them lose power, and have them not build another one, right? So, that's the goal. Once this creep takes out, say, these pylons, essentially, right? That's kind of the creep. This creep takes out these pylons, this island just falls on its own. It's perfectly fine. And more creep gods, because we're finally connecting this up. Look at that. Finally connected up. That'll push up here. Nice. And yeah, we can even see this is actually making landfall almost to the pylon that we care about, which is grand. We will grab, let's say, those two, which is well, it's grand. And yeah, the creep is just being a distraction, which is perfect. Next on the hit list. Now that this is going to be taken care of, right? This is basically completely taken care of. It's almost done. All we care about is the emerald, right? So something like here. Oh wait, is that connected? Oh geez, we don't want that connected. Yeah, we don't want that connected. Sorry, no connection point. That was too much. So perfect. So I want to do this ideally without using rocks if possible, but I think we destroyed kind of enough that we can use rocks. Let's just use a couple more eggs. Now that we've gotten it to the point where we can put like, yeah, perfect. 3 or 4 eggs, maybe 5 or 6. Should bleed into the shield long. There we go. Now we just have to watch out for where they're right? And now we also want to cut this off. This is gone. Sorry. It's gotta go. Ooh, did I do too much? Oh, it's way too much. It's way too much! No! It was way too much. So that's... The airship's not even shooting, cleaning its own islands, which is the problem. Jeez. Although the shields will last a very long time, which is interesting. So that's actually that's kind of perfect, right? Because the rest of the map now is open. Look at the rest of the map. These shields are gonna last a while. So it worked out. That's everything we wanted to see. This is gonna run out of ammo. Basically, all units are gonna run out of ammo. Look at this creep path. Holy moly. Beautiful. So we now, I mean, right now, we literally could just egg the base. Right, we're done. We've beaten it. Game over. If you want to just see, I'll save it here to say egg use for later. We'll do that at the very end. We'll just use some eggs at the end. But yeah, we have officially beaten the map in terms of that. We have what, 46 eggs? Yeah, we've decimated. We'll definitely fill this bad boy up as well. Gorgeous. So as long as these shields hold, it's perfect, right? This factory holds. That's going to run out of ammo. Actually, no, it's not really going to run out of ammo. It has plenty of ammo in it. So, yeah. As long as this doesn't get too strong with that breeding, we're in a very good state. Now, that breeding may get too strong, and that's a problem. So, you know, we do want to push, but at the same time, the world is our host, right? I mean, we can egg through this no problem. We have 40 rocks. Let's see how this side is doing. This side is going pretty strong, but of course we do want to line at the start and push both directions. That's pretty nice. And I guess let's just go all air sac attack again. Air sacs eat up ammo of these units super well. Actually, I don't want to eat up their ammo. How's the red on looking? Actually, the red on is running out. So I didn't think the red on would go that fast. So maybe they're gonna get a factory sooner than later. And that's a bit of a shame, right? Although we are taking out one of their green air supplies. This side is pushing quite nicely. I was hoping to do this normally. I was hoping he's had just a little bit too much creep on this left side. If this left side didn't have as much creep, I think we would have been fine. Just a little bit too much. Oh, that's a big shame. Big shame. You can see how like this side is almost drying up, right? There's the factory. It's gonna go down. And let's just see if they rebuild it. If they don't rebuild it, then this was all for naught. But I just want to see now if they do. Okay, let's see. Do we have a factory coming? Boom, look at that. See, we have a factory. That's what I was talking about. That's why I wanted to control the factory so much. And look at how fast they just get resources, right? They're coming in. Let's just have some fun with them right now. Again, I'm not looking to basically destroy the world, but just have some fun. So let's just cause some havoc before we can't anymore, right? Before all the shields come back online and stuff like that. Let's just cause a bit of strife in their back lines, destroy some of their mines, destroy hopefully their planes, you know, and maybe destroy their factory. Again, not looking for the big win here, just looking for just some fun. Just some fun. We'll do the big egg explosion later on. Let's grab here. Let's grab a couple just underneath these, because I believe you can blow these up with eggs if you time it right. You know, maybe that. Oh no! It's literally the exact second. Look at me, being terrible. That's it. Are these taking damage? Maybe not. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. I should have done it earlier. I'm very sorry. Again, we'll, at the end, we will do the big egg explosion. Clearing the map, much better time, of course. But again, wait, did I put them with creep? I wanted gloves. I'm done with creep. I think we're good with creep. I just want things other than creep. That was my fault entirely, so I apologize there. I wanted the creep just for this. This push was our creep push. And unfortunately for me, I didn't. So it happens. It happens, you know. I really want to get these planes dead. I should have just done the planes right. Smart thing to do. That. Boom. I guess, do we take out... Where do we go? I guess we take out this island, right? Let's just... Or... do a nice big set. Bring that around, bring that around, bring that there. Get your butt over there. Destroy this island. Fine. This island, just do your thing. It's fine. Don't care about the AC. That doesn't matter. Doesn't count. Mesh. Again, meshing and shields. Never. I guess what we can do is put some right there. And we'll just mesh into mesh into this now. Just because that will breed for us, which won't be bad. And I guess maybe we can connect over here because there is just some breedable zone right there. Bit of a shame. Really want this out. Let's just reconnect to that. This is just for the sake of having a pathway through some breeder at this point. And we've already done it. So I'm pretty happy. As you can see, the airsac survived for a fair while. I'm actually pretty impressed with the sheer amount of fight that the side has. Ooh, that nice. Look at that. That is doing some glorious work over there. We have 50 eggs though. Let's just take out an island. Let's just have some fun. Take out an island. Just one. Really so disappointing. Now that the plan has failed, I'm just sort of like, let's just get it done. Make sure this does not break AC for them. Whoa, shield boy. No. You are getting the mesh treatment. Thank you. And it looks like they work. So let's breed it for us, not for that player. And how are they doing ammo-wise? Green on. How are they? They had plenty of crystals left over, so that's awesome. Okay. Well, as stated before, we want that. So, why can I not? That's just a slip. There we go. Let's wait for some of these to go away. Go. And now. Really? I can't drop. That sucks so much. I really want the shield. Thank you. Just get rid of the shield. Again, we had plenty of things to do it. We just needed it done. So let's go back. Let's destroy their factory again. The reason I actually want to destroy their factory so much now is they don't have that many crystals on the map. So if we destroy their factory, again, it causes some strife in here. We're going to try and get the Air Force as well. Which will hopefully, because I think that's the thing that's sort of messing us up the most right now. But the factory, of course, is always going to be a problem. Because it's just bad news. There we go. Nice destruction points. Boom, boom, boom. Loads of damage. Loads of damage. Plane's gone. Ooh. Factory? Not. Factory is gone. Okay. Plane's gone. Factory gone. They will rebuild the factory, which is fine. But, again, the key here is we got rid of all of their storage of green art crystals, and there's only so many more on the map. As you can see, there's only a few here, and we've taken a chunk of this, and there's even less now. So their red on grows very, very fast, so we're not gonna get rid of that. Watch it run. Like, look at how fast that goes up, but see, now look at how fast it goes down. Right? They had a lot in storage in their refineries, but look, there's only so many crystals on that. There really isn't anything. It feels pretty good to have that sort of which is very, very nice for us. And again, their red on is actually staying very low. Their blue light is super, super low. And yeah, that feels pretty good. Again, now that their planes are taken care of, with the planes taken care of, this is just gonna fall, right? The planes were probably the biggest threat to our monstrous green pool. So, they are putting up a fight, but now we're actually winning the fight, whereas before we were kind of in a stalemate. We weren't necessarily pushing, they weren't necessarily pushing back. Over here, the AC is winning out, but unfortunately, I only have a few eggs, so, you know, not the most beneficial. But let's see, is there red on his maximum again, their green are, it's like it goes up, and then it goes down. It's actually staying kind of stable. I figured it would have run out with all of the airships firing. But that's okay. We can actually influence that as well by destroying these. If they get to the point where they rebuild, like over here, that will just be very good for us because that is a lot of more lifting that they have to use. So, shields are not that strong. We have the advantage. I know this. That's actually a volcano. I call it volcano. I think you get around. This island is being taken out, which is good. Lift deck is still looking quite too low, which is very good. Pop those. Again, I kind of okay. These get rebuilt. It's perfectly fine for us. Again, Skimmer Island is actually putting up I'm very impressed with Skimmer Island. I was not expecting the fight to be that great on Skimmer Island. But that's okay, because we have officially taken our football. And this is a nice little... Yeah, see, now they're rebuilding this. The lift deck should be going down, lower, which is good. That is just another egg. Drop their lift deck even lower. Because their lift deck is their ammo that they use. So I want them to basically get built. Oh, I destroyed this one as well. Get out of here. Boom. Perfect. And that should destroy that one. Again, once they clean this up, more lift deck is gone. Boom. They're actually at 0, which is awesome. So, planes have actually stopped flying on this side, so the planes are now done, which is even better. And yeah, I want skimmers. I want my skimmers. And honestly, I think it's the cryonium walls at it that is really stopping us, of course, because you can't go through it. Kind of sucks, but that's it. How are we doing with an MRF? There's an MRF down here, and I'm assuming there's one towards the center. You see, this is flying down, going over here. There's one right there. And there is this red on is going down fire. So I guess once we take this out, we do take out the red on supplies. So this will be quite nice. The green, the lift deck was kind of the supplies that I wanted to take out the most, to be fair. They are sort of... It's the... Look at that. This beautiful, beautiful... Oh, love it. Love it! Can't get enough of it. And just oop, that shield has left that out there. Ooh, what am I doing? Get rid of the urn unit. Please. Should have done that. That urn unit. Of course, it's always the urn units. Earned units and lives. Now that's a 15. That's a 15. They're coming down. So, this AC is looking strong. And I guess it actually... see, they can't even rebuild these. That's how low their supply is now. They can't even rebuild, which is good. So how is ammo? Is it actually draining? Look, that CD ammo is actually at 2. we have officially drained them. That is exactly what I want to see. How I want to see. You get your butt there. And I think it's time just to eliminations, right? I'll just do a couple of these, something like this. Connect up to here, connect up to here, and you want to connect up all at once, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I was very paranoid again. Once you make that connection, it sort of is the connection, the forever connection. So, you need it to be spread. See how we even missed a spot there? We can no longer ever like connect over here. It's like never connect. So we did it. We made that progress. Perfectly fine. This takes a second. It just takes a second. I don't know why I care about this part so much, but I really think this side really should have pushed by now. I'm super impressed that they're holding right here. I mean, I know they have this gun, which actually isn't running out of ammo, but I guess it's not shooting the air sacs nearly as much. Again, that's why the air sacs are amazing. We drained them with the platforms, and we drain them with air sacs, and this is basically out of ammo, which is pretty huge. I mean, that's a very important gunship for them to have. I guess it's getting the gist of it, but still, it's very, very good. Oh, we're just pushing their front lines. Yeah. The shields are falling. Counter calls for me. Want my skimmers. In fact, I want my skimmers so much. I'm going to get them to my favorite amount, which is 10. 10 gives them 20-second timer. And I assume... Oh, wait, I upgraded them too early. You don't want to upgrade them until you actually attach the orbs to them. So, I believe they actually don't get orb upgrades until they're connected to the mesh. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know, because that's kind of how it seemed to me in the past. But yes, I definitely want those. Friendos forever. That's my philosophy. Oh jeez. Look at the way the creep we have. So we're never gonna get orbs. We just do launchers. We just do blocks. We need 35 blocks. Even a good amount of blocks. You know, kind of want to keep things spread. We're gonna get our friends. They're gonna be free. Oh yes, they will be free. And I think it's about it. So what do we do? They really can't build platforms anymore. This 5, 6 here. You in the middle. Like this, just like Blammo. That should take out all the platforms. Gorgeous. Nice little platform snipe right there. And now we can just focus on, say, Emrys. Right? So we have an Emrys here. Let's just get rid of it. Boom, Emrift gone. Now we have the Emrift. See, it's right there. Boom. That Emrift. Now we have. What do we have? That's coming over here. Grab a bunch of those. Good push through the shield. Even mesh on up into it. It's another effect. So now... So they now only have reconnected up over here, which is fine. One. Even though they can't build platforms, them being able to rebuild. Did we not get all the Emrys? Where is it? Oh, it's literally on their front line. That's very long. Okay. Beautiful. It took a couple eggs, but there's the power. And with the power gone, they will die very quickly. We have so much creep over here. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, even this is just pushing it. There really isn't anything that we can do anymore. We can just creep on in. But I'm trying to take out the whole map first. Again, I want my friendos involved. They are gaining some power back, but the amount of land that we gained when they were out of power was actually pretty substantial. Again, it really closed in a lot of the sides for them. So, they're really significant. Oh, can we not connect mesh into their main base? Interesting. We actually... Oh, we might be able to over here. Oh, there we go. Looks like it's kind of going through in certain areas. Kind of curious. Out of all resources, which is great. Although they are still getting plenty of revenue. So one thing that does kind of sucks is they're still getting plenty of revenue. They won't have it for long. Quite alright. Taking over the world is taking more time than I thought, so... You know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. The world is just not right bag. Push this over, push this in. Oh, finally the mesh is through, so it had to come through over here. Good, we did get the spot where the mesh can so that's what we want to see. Especially once the mesh fills in, the AC sort of flows into the mesh and allows us to push it faster. Because that will drain the AC. There's like no AC on the mesh. There's 10%. A little bit less than 50%. Which is plenty. Again, half ammo. As planned. They still have crystal too. That's the key. They still have a crystal in their ammo. So that is gorgeous. I don't want to take the base though. Again, I want to take everything but the base ideally. So we need this to actually win. Now get up and move. Get your butt up there. You know? No. I want all the friends. I really should be using my upgrades. I really thought this wouldn't build up so fast, but the problem is they built these borders in space, which they shouldn't be able to do, and that's what allowed them to truly take over, right? By doing that, they were able to take out what we've done. Building in space is a very cheaty thing. I'm not going to mash up in here anymore. I don't want that to push. I just want to push it. So I probably. I don't need you anymore. This is fine as a pathway. Again, this was just to connect up some breeding zones. I don't actually need all of this. Not help. It doesn't help that much, but hey, the excess mesh is actually bad mesh. You don't need it. So let's get that up, that up. We actually don't need you. Just fine. Don't need you anymore. Get out of here. You're a fine island, but don't care about you. That's a nice pathway to have then. That'll be our mesh. That is just pushing, that is just pushing, that is just pushing. We want this to be we want our friends. All the rocks in the world. Boom. Boom. And I want to say the rocks are the end. I always like to rock the end. You know what? We want friends. We want friends now. Let's go. Right. That's going to be a lot of AC coming our way. Actually, that's a lot of AC. Look at how much AC they had to store. Holy moly. That was all the rocks. Now the AC is blasted. Now the creep is actually winning that. Wait a second. Actually, maybe not. Maybe that AC is pushing back even harder. There we go. fine. Again, don't care about it. We don't. Just want the friends. Oh, wow, they've actually made AC down here. Quite interesting. Oh, I guess when I popped one of these, AC sprint. Now it's actually filling the space. That's actually kind of fun. Very, very cool of them. Doesn't matter to us. I mean, it's not a big deal whatsoever. We are finally getting our friends. It's happening. Holy moly. Did I waste too much time? Again, we could have literally won the game multiple times. But a game won without friends, to me, is that really a game won? You know? Okay, so now, you have skimmers every 20 seconds. And now when we do this, see how it says form count 3 to 6? Because I connected it up, right? So, there we go. We now have all the forbs. We are going to get all of the skimmers. All the skimmers, the biggest forbs. Beautiful. Beautiful. Egg-wise, it's not... Yes, all the skimmers. All the forbs. Look at them go. And we are even going to connect them. We are going to take back this pathway from the AC. It's breeding there right now, so we're just going to do a second. And we're just going to do a bunch of these. Mesh up and mesh up void, just how we want to do it. I put down a few too many exits on the early side, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, that's a pretty good protection spot. Looks like we got most of it. I'm going to drop one here. Just leave that meshing all the way to the lamp, which is super good. There we go. Again, don't care about this. This doesn't matter to us. But look how far the skimmers get. Well, every 20 seconds, all the skimmers. Orbs coming out. Look at them. They're making. Look at how far they've already traveled back. They just do a great job, you know? They have a huge payload, which is awesome. So, there's the map. Might be rocks. I guess we'll take it. So much nicer, so much nicer. And that's the end. What we could have sniped earlier as well. I mean, there's no reason not to snipe earlier. But again, we're taking out all of the ammo supplies. Not enough ammo thanks to ear sacs. They still have the crystal. They still got it. But one is not enough. And yes, we are finally. This is not going to be the fastest one through. Again, we are going to reset. Afterwards, do the big egg, not big egg kill, the quick egg kill, I suppose. And see how that does time-wise. Probably could be faster than that. Again, you know, I was not necessarily the most optimal. I was just having fun. And I said, you know, we could do this at this point in time, so let's just do it right here. I'm assuming this guy's going to run out of. Actually, he's not. He's got plenty of ammo in the box. But look at what the skimmers do. Like, right, we just got skimmers, and now the world is just being taken. There's nothing. It's just all skimming all the time. Except for this island. You know, I don't care about you. I just want some eggs on this. So, let's pop all the eggs. That should take over that island, just so it looks creepy. You know, we don't actually care about it, but we want to. We want to. The creep kills. The world is ours. The creep is so high, it just destroys the airships. Just keep some creep on this airship, you know? It's not really taking that much damage. Just suppressing it. Oh, we might take over the entire map before we get to the base. I think this will close in first. I think it will. I mean, look at how fast it turned around. Like, it went from 0 to we've taken the map in seconds. That is going down, but... Oh, that area is going down too. Oh, the base died first. There's a little bit of AC left. That's okay. So how do we do on this one? This was very, very long. I definitely had my problems with taking some things out. But again, I messed up the factory. I think if we had taken the factory the way that I wanted to then, we would have basically demolished the map. We did a 111, you know, fairly average. It was 16 minutes, so for fun, I mean, that is probably the best egg time, maybe, that you can do. Definitely, if you're focusing on that, I would say you take the main island, save up your eggs, and just do an egg rock assault. You just rock past one shield. But let's just see what we're doing. I'll submit this. What I did. And then what we will do is reload. If you were staying. If not, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think. But let's load this up. And here we are. We're in the point where the factory is isolated over here. We have 46 eggs. And literally all we have to do is just this, right? We're at, what time are we at? We're at 33 minutes, so half the time. Not too bad at all. And there we go. I mean, this is literally all we have to do. Just something like this. Bazinga. Let's do it top down. It's a little bit easier to see, especially with like you. We'll take you. You. And you. And this is really, like, you can do this way earlier. Because, again, all you need is just an egg chain, right? So, like, an egg right here will do. An egg right here. And I guess an egg right here. Now, you wouldn't need a bigger chain, of course, right? If you're chaining all the way across here. But at the same time, it's not that bad. And you'd have all your upgrades over here. What you could also do is probably fill up the initial zone, maybe do an egg mesh to here and get a little bit closer just to save you some eggs as well. But it'll be a thin egg mesh, of course. And yeah, let's just see what happens. Oh, look, the egg chain is working. We're all the way down here, and you know what? We have rocks, so let's just super rock up this area, right? Let's make sure nothing is really gonna be bothering us. How are we doing there? Boom. Oh no! Look at that. We've even destroyed all of the things that were defending it. What are you talking about? How does that happen? Okay, that is all of our rocks used. And now it's just a matter of keeping creepier, right? We can spread out the creep. We've even taken out the M-Rift. There we go. We've even taken out powers the entire map at this point. And the only thing that can stop us is this. We have 25 eggs left over. And there's honestly nothing that can stop us. Like, this cannot take out this amount of creep, and you know what? If it wanted to, guess what? We'll just do something like this, and boom. It now has to take out all of it, right? We can take out this back wall. We're just playing around with eggs at this point. That's how many we had left over. So, definitely a little bit easier. But, yeah, there we go. Once you take out the factory. And again, all you have to do is say, have enough rocks to take out a shield on this side, or a shield on this side. I guess this side might be harder, I'm not sure. I think the top is easier because it's the shield there versus a shield on the wall and there. You might have to take out both. So I'd probably say go for the top side, take out this shield with a rock. You know, you egg up here, rock, take it out, and then you can egg on through, and you're done. You know? Nice and easy. There's now nothing left that can stop us. Surprise, surprise. We're going to free our friendos a little bit quicker just because we can. Just boom, 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 boom. All of our eggs go down. Look at that. We've freed our friendos. We even have skimmers because there's no power. And look at that. That's how you get skimmers. We now have skimmers coming out. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you next time.